There are so many billions of dollars being poured at every single person constantly trying to get them to pay attention to this and buy this and buy this. A lot of times creatives just take it so personally that their business isn't going well. They're not good enough. Nobody likes them, blah, blah, blah. And it's baloney. What it really is you are competing against Netflix, against Disney and its billions of dollars. You are competing against celebrities. You and your business are competing for attention. Even though that might seem like insurmountable odds, the in-person experience, a human in front of another human, is more powerful than all of that. And you have the big advantage in potential, but a lot of people aren't using it. So when somebody's in front of you and they say, "What do you do?" the next sentence that you say is the most important part of the entire interaction, because it will dictate where that client is going to meet you. The second yes, it's, "Yes, I can see that what you're saying meets a need of mine in a novel way, in a way that I can't easily get somewhere else." To beat that, we got to do something called individuation. You separate yourself from everybody else that might be doing this particular thing. To give you an example, a celebrity is something that is a very powerful embodiment of individuation. If I say Brad Pitt, you automatically think of a character, a look of a face, certain kind of a charm. It's so individuated. Brad Pitt has his own location in my brain. Real estate in the brain is priceless. If some random person on the street was like, "Can I borrow $100?" I would probably be like, "No." But if I saw Brad Pitt and Brad Pitt was like, "Hey man, like I lost my wallet, can you give me $100?" There's a really good chance I would give Brad Pitt $100. And I bet the same is true for you. That's an embodiment of individuation. How do you build your business to be that individuated? That's a huge subject. But one thing I could give as a hint to start exploring, it has a lot to do with, I can see it meets a need of mine. There's going to be something exciting for me personally if I'm involved with you in your business. Let's go back to this idea of the bagel shop. If someone just says, "What do you do?" and I say, "I sell bagels," whether or not they're hungry for a bagel at that particular moment will probably dictate whether or not that they get that bagel. Even if I wasn't hungry right now, but I would probably be hungry later, I still have to have a reason. Why should I buy this bagel right now? Why shouldn't I go to the place I usually buy bagels? And this is where the individuation comes in and says, "Oh, no. These aren't normal bagels. I know you've probably had a normal bagel before, but these bagels are made of the most pristine ingredients, hand ground by ancient monks who are singing bagel over them," and it puts into the bagels just this richness. The water that we use poured from the mountains in Argentina. When you taste this bagel, oh, your senses just start doing this bagel dance in your mind, and it's so delicious. And of course, you have to build a product that's that interesting. That's a big part of individuation too. But once you have a product and service that is that interesting, you can tell a story about it, and they can see that, oh, this kind of bagel, it's not a normal bagel. This is a precious bagel. I'm gonna need this bagel. And a lot of people are missing out on this individuation. Their business isn't coming across as precious. The business has to come across as interesting. Then the business has to come across as precious. And if something is not precious, people will very rarely pay anything for it, let alone large sums of money. So you have to figure out, how do I make my business precious? Again, huge subjects. We could spend days and days on each of these things. Just to recap, the first yes is yes, your business is interesting. And the way to cross that particular plank of the bridge is to build intrigue. The second yes is, yes, I can see that your business meets a need of mine in a novel way. And the way to cross that is to individuate, get your own real estate in their mind, just like Brad Pitt. Third yes is, yes, you are the business that I want to meet this need of mine. The way to cross that plank of the bridge is called connection. We have this polite system of interaction that we've formed. "My name is Jesh. I would like to sell you a bagel." We think that that's doing something. Science basically says you will be impacted 12 and a half times more powerfully by somebody's body language than you will by their words.